Hello guys, my name is Vicious and I'm back again with another episode on the Coverage 101 podcast. And just before we get into the video, can you please go ahead and click the subscribe button, which is a free button, and I do really appreciate you for doing that. And today we're going to be talking about Jada Pinkett Smith. So Jada Pinkett Smith has the whole world and the internet in shock after she disclosed that she's been separated from Will Smith since 2016, and that's actually when they actually broke up, like officially broke up in 2016. So this is before the whole August Alsina saga. So basically it's been 7 years since Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith have broken up. So Jada Pinkett married Will Smith in 1997 and she became Jada Pinkett Smith in 1997 after she got married to Will Smith, which is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And the two actors have a 25-year-old son, Jaden Smith, and a 22-year-old daughter, which is Willow Smith. Imagine, because Jada Pinkett Smith was actually one of the many people that thought the Oscar slap in 2022, where Will Smith was actually, smacking or slapping Chris Rock on stage live while the whole world was watching. So she basically thought the Oscar slap was a skit or it was planned. However, after a few moments later, she actually realized that Will Smith is not playing, and that's actually when he came back to his seat and cast Chris Rock and told him to stop talking about his wife like that. And that's crazy. And that's actually when she was surprised and shocked at the same time, because also a lot of people were shocked, but a lot of people also laughing, because a lot of people were thinking maybe it's planned, because imagine Will Smith, out of all people, to slap a person on stage or to slap another comedian on stage. That's really crazy. So no one was actually expecting that. So a lot of people were actually laughing, and then after a few moments later, then people actually discovered Will Smith is not playing. So Jada Pinkett Smith was actually one of the people who thought this was a skit, and then later, after moments later, she actually realized that it's serious, and that is when she was shocked, because she actually knows something that you don't know, which is the fact that her and Will Smith are actually separated, they're no longer dating. So it's really crazy for Will Smith to actually act like that, knowing very well that Jada Pinkett Smith is not his wife anymore. Well, she is his wife, but they're not romantically involved anymore. It's like that. So they are still legally married, however they're not romantically involved, so which is really crazy. So that means they're not sleeping on the same bed. So for Will Smith to actually go on stage and humiliate himself like that and actually put his career on jeopardy, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That actually shows that some women are actually heartless, because Will Smith actually puts everything on the line for Jada Pinkett Smith, but Jada Pinkett Smith actually continues to humiliate Will Smith, which is very crazy if you do think about it. I'm not saying all the women are like that, but majority of the women are selfish and heartless. They're just all about what's gonna benefit them, and that's really, really selfish. It seems like Jada Pinkett Smith is actually one of the many women that actually behave like that in relationships, and it's crazy because I actually feel like Will Smith at this point is actually protecting his family, and Jada is actually part of his family, regardless of the fact that they're not romantically involved anymore. But still, it's gonna be his wife, until they die, And I'm pretty sure that Will Smith still has feelings for Jada Pinkett Smith. It's just that Jada Pinkett Smith is actually being a woman, and I feel like she's also stuck, on Tupac and all that. Especially after it's been revealed that Tupac's killer has been captured, So I still feel like Jada Pinkett Smith actually still has feelings for Tupac, or even has feelings for August Alsina, or who else? Who knows? Because at this point, it really seems like she's actually a person that is not honest, because we've never even, well, from my perspective, I've never even had one saga about Will Smith being involved with any other woman except Jada Pinkett Smith. So with the fact that Jada Pinkett Smith has been involved with a couple of guys that you all know about as the world, it's really crazy, because it's supposed to be the other way around. It's supposed to be Will Smith that actually acts like that, So for Jada Pinkett Smith to actually be the one who actually acts like a man in their relationship is actually crazy. That actually tells you a lot, but they're not trying to, paint, Jada Pinkett Smith as a bad person and all that. We're just saying that, it's really unfair for her to do that to Will Smith, after he has done so much for her, and also after he has put himself in the line, and also with whatever that she actually disclosed to the public right now that's been trending, the fact that, they've been separated for more than 7 years, it's really unnecessary for her to actually disclose that, after everything that has happened, because Will Smith actually put his ass in the line, for Jada Pinkett Smith, just because, some guy was actually making jokes of her, and then Will Smith actually decided to stand tall and then, stand for Jada Pinkett Smith, and actually slapped this man who was making jokes about Jada Pinkett Smith, but still, she doesn't care, which is crazy, So moving on to the second story that you're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about Chris Brown. So Chris Brown has partnered with Rihanna Future, which is actually a company that actually makes electric vehicles. So Chris Brown is actually now a designer and a co-creator of Rihanna Future, which is actually a company that makes electric vehicles. So this was actually announced on Monday, and Chris Brown also posted about it on his Instagram about this partnership, which is very amazing because he also got a car that actually came with this collaboration, which is the FF91 2.0, something like that. So it was like, FF91 2.0, something like that. So it's really different. It actually tells, it's like, one of those electric vehicles, something like that. So it's called Futuristic Alliance or something like that. So congratulations to Chris Brown for actually having this deal. So I'm really happy for Chris Brown, and it's really crazy because I'm afraid, not everyone is really happy for him, because after this partnership was announced on Monday, a lot of people went crazy saying, doing partnership like this won't make people forget that he used to beat up Rihanna, and he's been involved in several controversies, including a feud with Drake and Tarot, and fighting with Frank Ocean over his studio parking space, which is crazy if you do think about it, because it's been happening. We all know that Chris Brown is actually a controversial guy, but he's a human being, it's really crazy for other people, or for other media companies, or for other bloggers, or for the whole media to actually hold his past against him. It's really crazy. So why would people not forget about the things that happened a long time ago? Because Chris Brown is also a human being. He makes mistakes just like everybody else, just like artists, just like me, just like you. So he makes mistakes, just like human beings do. So it's really not helping to actually slander his name like that, which is crazy, because the bottom line is, we as Chris Brown fans, this is really amazing news for us and for him, and we're actually happy for him, and so we're still going to stand by him. So big ups to Chris Brown for actually getting this partnership. So we wish him all the best that comes with this partnership. And that's all for today's episode. And if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And my name is Vicious. This is the Coverage 101 podcast. And you can also follow us on Instagram, which is the Coverage 101, and the same thing on Facebook, the Coverage 101. And I do appreciate you for watching until the end. And if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Peace out.